Hi everyone. So I want to talk about parent function of reciprocal functions. And if you look to the right, I already actually have a graph of the parent function. So the parent function that we'll look at today, of course, a reciprocal function, but it is in the form of y equals 1 over x, where x cannot equal 0. For obvious reasons, we can't divide by 0. We get into really dangerous situations if we divide by 0, which I won't get into today. Alright, so the condition is x cannot be equal to 0. So this is the graph of 1 over x. This is the parent function for reciprocal functions, and it is in the shape of a hyperbola. So the type of graph that it is a hyperbola function. Alright, hyperbolas go into different directions, and it's like they're reflected about the y equals x line. Okay, and let's look at the domain. Domain consists of, well, if you look at our graph, we have everything up until 0, all the x values until 0, and then it skips 0, so 0 looks like our asymptote at x equals 0, and then from 0 onward, not including 0, it includes all those values as well. So our domain is everything except 0. So it's all real numbers except 0. And if we wrote this mathematically, it would be, let's see, all real numbers where x cannot equal to 0. So that's our domain. And our range, it's going to be, again, if you look, it's every y value except y equals 0. And the y equals 0 is actually, is the x-axis. Y equals 0 at the x-axis. Okay, so so it doesn't include those values. So again, the range is all real numbers, and this time I'll just write it mathematically, where y does not equal 0, right? Because the range has to do with y values, domain has to do with our x values. Okay, so asymptotes, obviously it's the ones that are not included. So asymptotes is equal to at x equals 0 and y equals 0. So it's our two axes, the x and y axis, they are our asymptotes. And for this reason, when we want to analyze the intercepts, we have no intercepts. We have no intercepts. Or you could say none. Alright, no intercepts or none. Same thing. And then, let's see, where is it undefined? Well, I told you at the very beginning that x does not equal to 0. Okay, so that's where it's undefined. And undefined means where it's, you have that division by 0. So in this case, 1 divided by 0, that's where it's undefined. That's where we stop. So this is undefined at x equals 0. Okay, so this is like an analysis of what the parent function of a reciprocal function is. I know, very big words, but this is just like, we just went over what y equals 1 over x was. Okay,